Excuse me, gentlemen, we need to find out the long-aged question of who will be competing for that WHF custom belt. Hey, it's Wrestling Hero Figs. That's a legit question, and it's a question that I want to ask you. There are several possibilities. We can throw them into a gauntlet. We can do an 8-man tournament similar to King of the Ring. Or if you guys want, we can throw it on some ladder matches, Hell in a Cells. For anybody that's familiar with this channel, you know that the WHF Extreme Fights, it's kind of what originated all this crazy madness that's been going on as of late. And now, officially, as of right now, we have a belt to put on the line. The very first of its kind, and a huge shout out to my good brother, Burnout Inc. He made this, he made the Ray, so I figured we'd throw him in there. Why not? I can guarantee you this is a likely contender that we will see in the tournament, or whatever you guys decide. I want you guys to tell me your top 8 wrestlers that you would like to see competing in this tournament. It doesn't necessarily have to be Raw, SmackDown. It could be AEW, NXT, New Japan, the whole world. Similar to a Mortal Kombat tournament where the best guy from each Earth, all these guys are from planet Earth, but what I'm saying is like all the best guys from each division, man, from each company, I want to see them being thrown into this. Maybe even the return of some legends. I think CM Punk, the world has asked one too many times. Punk, we need to see you back into the ring. You're still fairly young. You got several years. If you go put in the time, you go do all those ab crunches, pull-ups, sit-ups, I think CM Punk could be ready for some competition. Not necessarily in like real life, but hey, in WHF Extreme Fights, why not? What do you think, Randy Orton? Hero Figs, I think you make a very great point. I think the Legend Killer, some returning legends, maybe like the Hulkster, or someone like from Attitude Era, like Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, he still does it every now and then. I just want to throw some of these superstars out here into making the most epic content. Fig fed, hand fed, pig fed. It's going to be some kind of fed, and we're going to be feeding Roman Reigns into this. I'm going to want to definitely see Roman Reigns being incorporated. The guy, he's not right now, he's not competing, he's not doing any in-ring action, but I think we still need to see him regularly, and what better way to do so than right here on the WHF channel. What do you think, Braun Strowman? Well, Hero Figs, I am the champion over on SmackDown. I think if you want to throw in Universal Championship or maybe even some other belts into the mix, right? We can throw in like Tag Team, Intercontinental Championship. I think Braun Strowman, we're going to need some big men. We're going to need in between, and we're going to need the charismatic Rey Mysterio, High Flyer, Joker. I don't care if it's Flash, Batman, all these attires, they should be brought into play. This figure, man, I know you guys already saw this, but I got to tell you, this man right here, Burnout Inc., love you so much, my bro. He's the one that's making this possible. He's the one that's initiating the spark into this. We got Fiend, we have Bray Wyatt. We can have different versions. It doesn't necessarily just have to be the demonic version. I think Fiend, or he could, this is one thing, oh dude, I got so many ideas that are playing out in my mind. I think if we were to like maybe play him out as like multi-brand, we could do maybe like Raw, SmackDown, definitely some pay-per-views. Seth Rollins right here, he's always been one of my top favorites, not just like in WWE, but when it comes to like the figgy community is what I'm saying in general. This guy's creativity, he's always been so impactful in every manner that he's brought it. He's always done it properly. So definitely Rollins will throw, I can tell you this, but again, it's going to be up to you guys. I want you guys to tell me if you would like to see some AEW, maybe some Kenny Omega. I think Kenny Omega as well as Chris Jericho, or how about Moxley? You guys want to see Moxley back into a WHF ring? This guy has had, I think he had a steel cage match. I remember him having a cage match in one of the earlier WHF videos, and people loved it, man. They want to see this guy back. Again, some other belts, it could be thrown in there, but it's going to be mainly devoted to, of course, the most recent, and the whole purpose of the Extreme Fights will be this belt. Edge, again, some superstars, some legends from the Attitude Era, now that he is doing, the regular TV appearances, and I think it's going to be like a pay-per-view. He's going to be like kind of like Lesnar, not like necessarily show up whenever he wants to, but he's going to be very limited. But I think Edge, the Rated R superstar, has done a lot for the company. I think we need some high-flying action as well. Apart from Rey Mysterio, think Jeff Hardy, dude, now they're trying to develop him back into the storyline over on SmackDown. This could very well play out, and you can't necessarily apply the word extreme fights if you don't have the charismatic enigma in this feud. I think him, as well as some NXT superstars, my two top favorites for sure. Would love to see Ciampa and Gargano, even though like the size of these guys don't compare or measure up to what Raw and SmackDown are doing. I think these two, they would really, I mean, just recall this, about 2 years back, they actually had called them up to Raw, and they were big fan favorites. It was something different. They were bringing something new to the table, and I think this right here, again, it's just some ideas, but do know that the belt will be put on the line, man. I think a tournament is the best approach. That way you can kind of get like the whole story and the reason behind as to why one of these guys came out ahead. This is going to incorporate a lot of your feed. So again, in the comments, let me know what you would like to see. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.